Hey guys. So, since this month is all about pride, the sin of pride, love is love, I'm going to touch on what love is actually supposed to be, the definition of it, where it came from, and how we are to love each other. 1 John 3, verse 1. See what kind of love the Father has given to us, that we should be called children of God, and so we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. So because people don't accept Jesus and don't think of him as real, or they don't respect him, they don't revere him, they don't understand and fully grasp who he actually was and is. That's why we create our own definition of love, because we have to define everything. And definitions are a big deal in our culture, in our society. Definitions are a big deal. So further down in that chapter, still 1 John 3, verses 11 through 24, this is how we are to love each other. I'm going to try to do this without my glasses because of the glare. Okay. For this is the message you heard from the beginning. We should love one another. Do not be like Cain, who belonged to the evil one and murdered his brother. And why did he murder him? Because his own actions were evil and his brothers were righteous. Do not be surprised, my brothers and sisters, if the world hates you. We know that we have passed from death to life because we love each other. Anyone who does not love remains in death. Anyone who hates a brother or sister is a murderer, and you know that no murderer has eternal life residing in him. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid his life down for us, and we ought to lay our lives down for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. This is how we know that we belong to the truth and how we set our hearts at rest in his presence. If our hearts condemn us, we know that God is greater than our hearts and he knows everything. Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God and receive from him anything we ask, because we keep his commands and do what pleases him. And this is his command: to believe in the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and to love one another as he commanded us. The one who keeps God's commands lives in him, and he in them. And this is how we know that he lives in us. We know it by the Spirit he gave us. So, to love one another is to be humble and to serve one another. That is not prideful. That is putting ourselves aside and saying other people are more important than what I want. That has nothing to do with pride. So no, love is not love. The complete definition of love is selflessness. If you look at what love is, it's complete selflessness. So if you want to define love, it has nothing to do with what we want. There you go.